everyone, let's get straight into this. We're all Missing Episodes fans. We all know why we're here. We've been waiting 12 years for Missing Episodes to be recovered, and today, or the next few days, might well be the moment that we've all been waiting for. An announcement, a recovery. And Film is Fabulous, a collective, an organisation based in the UK who essentially go through collections, trying to archive and preserve film material. Well, they may have just discovered and right now might be negotiating with collectors to get some missing episodes returned to the BBC. We're going to be taking a look at some posts and some replies that they've put out to people, which give a bit of a hint. They get so many comments asking when's more missing episodes from Doctor Who going to be recovered, and they constantly have to say, guys, come on, that's not the goal, because it's not. Their goal is preserving film. The treasure hunt aspect of it, that's secondary. If they find any material from shows like Morecambe and Wise, The Avengers, any of these shows, then it's a bonus. But yeah, it's about preserving film collections. So they have a page where you can donate. Part of archiving film is that, you might find some films along the way. So I think it's definitely a very exciting organisation to follow. Most of their updates have come through Twitter or X on their account. So here we are. I'm just going to be looking at some of the interesting things they've put out there. If you want to see all the gossip, things like that, then I would say check out Gallifrey Base. There's a lot of stuff there. Hundreds of replies recently regarding this situation. So, yeah, for those that don't know, this is their account. We're just going to go through it. And this is the interesting post. And, yeah, as it says, acquiring collections, we believe there are several episodes of Doctor Who and other important TV shows and collections in the UK. Charitable trust status and the ability to accept donations will enable Film is Fabulous to access entire collections for cataloguing. Now, on here is where we have a couple of the replies. The ones that I can't find on here, I've taken little screenshots, so I'll show them to you in a moment. But, yeah, they did talk about... Well, yeah, here's a screenshot of something to do with the Avengers episodes. I know a lot of people are fans of the Avengers, so potentially we'll be getting some of those episodes back. But yeah, here is an interesting screenshot. So they reply to someone saying, thanks. As mentioned by Sue Malden at our recovered event in May, which I did a video on. You can check that out somewhere around there. I'll put the recommendation for it. But yeah, Sue Malden, who has a long history with missing episodes, she helped with the recovery at Villiers House and all these places in the 70s, maybe even the 80s. But she says that they are aware of several missing episodes of Doctor Who. She stated, one of two, but there are more than this, in private film collections in the UK. We are liaising with the individuals about cataloguing and preserving their entire collection, including the missing Doctor Who episodes, and ensuring that copies are returned to the BBC. We expect to make a detailed announcement shortly. So, yeah, if you go through their Twitter, you'll see some interesting things. They've never spoken this clearly about Doctor Who and the chances of finding it. So I think a lot of us think this is really big news. Another thing they have said was that they are working diligently behind the scenes with several film collectors who own missing episodes of television, including Doctor Who. We hope to be in a position to catalogue their entire collections and to secure copies of the missing material for copyright holders. Watch this space. And finally, the other thing I found, which it's got a bit of humour in it, they say, we're working diligently behind the scenes, rest assured. The last missing Doctor Who was returned in 2013. We promise to not keep you waiting for another 12 years. Guys, they promise to not keep us waiting for another 12 years. I think that is probably the most concrete message that there is going to be Doctor Who returning. Obviously, I don't want to be the one to get your hopes up, but when you look at these, it certainly does seem like quite a big deal. We've been waiting. I would say this is the biggest update in 12 years, because sure, you'll have Philip Morris saying, oh, Web of Fear, it does exist, it doesn't exist, all those little rumours and things. But the fact that we are being told by Film is Fabulous quite clearly that they know of several episodes and that they are working to get them, I think it's only a matter of time. The 62nd anniversary is in less than 2 months, so perhaps we'll get an announcement with the episodes being released on the anniversary. It would be quite a nice early Christmas present to everyone who's been waiting all this time for missing episodes to be recovered. Finally, the wait might be over. Comment which episode you want to be recovered. I'm going to say, let's say 3 episodes are found, right? Guess which 3 will be found. You could base it on logic and what you want, whatever you want. I'm going to guess, I think maybe, I've heard people talking about Galaxy 4, so I'll say Galaxy 4, Episode 4, The Wheel in Space, Episode 5, and then, let's say, The Faceless One's Episode 6, because that's got Ben and Polly's farewell, and I really like that story. And, you know, we'll chuck in a rogue shout. We'll also say The Savages Episode 1. Even though that's just had an animation, we'll see. Put your guesses down below. And guys, just in the editing process, and it's just occurred to me that my yearbook quote of there will always be 97 missing Doctor Who episodes, well, yeah, suddenly my yearbook quote has may not be aging well. Just before we wrap this up, I will say any other possible bits of missing episode information that could link to this. And a few years ago, on a Facebook post, I believe, to do with Philip Morris, people were talking about collections that had Doctor Who and the episodes that they knew were in those collections. And someone here, they reported 9 episodes. If you count this, it's actually 10. But saying that there's 9 episodes that they believe are with collectors in the UK, it does align with the fact that I'm pretty sure Philip Morris said he knew of about 9 episodes that existed. But they say the Space Pirates, episodes 4, 5, and 6, which would be pretty good in my opinion. If we got those back, I'd feel comfortable with what we had from that story. It's an underrated one, and hopefully more recoveries from that would prove to people, actually, it's a decent story. Wheel in Space, episodes 4 and 5 would be nice. It means we get 3 to 6, that whole 40 episode run complete from that story. Episodes 1 and 2, I mean, I don't think Troughton's in episode 2. Evil of the Daleks 3, we kind of want the stuff from Skaro, but I suppose it's better than nothing. You get some of Jamie going around the house. The Moonbase 1, we all like the animation, but an extra episode of that wouldn't hurt. And then Golden Death and the Abandoned Planet, which is episodes 9 and 11 of the Daleks Master Plan, would be really cool, particularly if episode 11 was found, the one where Hartnell mysteriously seemed to be erased from the episode for no good reason, so perhaps watching that will give some insights into the production. And finally, The Smugglers 3, The Smugglers, that really needs some visuals. It needs a full episode. We've got little clips from that, of course, but particularly some of that location filming in episodes 1 and 4 I would love to see. So it might be some of these episodes. Who knows? Paul Vanezis said years ago about a guy who had bigger fish to fry, who potentially had 2 episodes, which I think Tim from the Missing Episodes podcast, he deduced that they would be between one of Marco Polo, The Crusade, and The Reign of Terror, and the other one would be from The Celestial Toymaker, The Savages, and The Massacre, based off what was returned from Australia and other sorts of things. So potentially, if it's 2 of those, I would say it's probably going to be like Reign of Terror episode 5 and, I don't know, Celestial Toymaker episode 3. It's really a load of guesswork, but it's a very exciting time to be a Doctor Who fan. So that's pretty much the end of the missing episode segment of this. Really quickly, for anyone who is a fan of the classic series or new series, Doctor Who music, then you should subscribe to this channel so you can see my announcement very shortly. I'm going to be announcing a new channel called James A Music or something like that, and I'm going to be uploading there my isolations that I've already done from stories like The Waters of Mars and Father's Day. I've got one from the next Doctor, planning to upload that shortly, but for the classic series fans, I'm going to be venturing into, I think, uncharted territory in the YouTube scene and doing unreleased music from the classic series, some of Dudley Simpson's most iconic scores, perhaps Richard Hartley's Mind Warp soundtrack, which technically the original was destroyed. It does not exist, even though we had that re-performed for the season 23 Blu-ray. So yeah, part of my isolation work, I'm going to be going and doing many Dudley Simpson iconic scores. So the music from The Ambassadors of Death, the 4th Doctor's theme from Robot, The Sontaran Experiment. I'm going to be doing stories where some of the music already exists to give a complete soundtrack. So that includes Planet of the Spiders, the Android Invasion, the Invasion of Time, and also I'm going to be working on, I think, one of the most popular tracks, probably in all of Doctor Who, not just the classic series, and that is the music as the Doctor and Romana stroll through Paris, which was reorchestrated and released as part of the Shada soundtrack. But I'm going to be getting the original track for that and isolating it, so you might be able to hear that now. I might play it over the top as the video ends. But yeah, this is pretty big, and I hope that for anyone who likes Doctor Unreleased music, this might be a place where you get to listen to some of your most wanted tracks. It's going to be amazing times ahead, so looking forward to that, and I hope you are too. That's going to wrap up the video. Thank you for watching. Missing episodes might be on their way, I can't say for sure, but the future certainly looks good. I'll be updating you as much as I can, but for now, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, that stuff helps out the channel, and I'll see you later.